What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Almahdi, and what I'm going to go over in this video are the various ways that you can make money using Airbnb and short-term rentals, whether you own property or not. And I'm actually at one of my properties today that I own, and I'm going to walk you through what I talk about when I mean amenities make the entire property, especially when it comes to the short-term rental game. Now, you don't need to own property to start on Airbnb. You can do what's called rental arbitrage, where you lease a property for 12 months or longer and you relist it and resublet it on the short-term rental platforms. A great way to get into Airbnb if you have anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to start investing. There's also co-listing, which essentially costs nothing out of pocket, where you're just managing properties, right? But more importantly, when you own a property and you own real estate, eventually, in my opinion, that's the best way to start building wealth and acquiring assets that are going to set you up for future, because not only are you getting the cash flow, you're also getting the equity appreciation, which you can force, and I'm going to get into that in a minute, where your value of your property can go up if you know what to do to that property to force that value appreciation. And then, of course, there's just appreciation over time. And then third, which is arguably the most powerful, is the tax benefits of owning short-term rentals and real estate in general, okay? So I want to point you to what I've been doing to this property. So when I got this property, here's the pool and spa. The guests, by the way, they just left, so excuse the mess, if you will. It's not messy, but it's been used. So I've got my cleaners coming, and I just was in town, so I stopped by the house. And this property did not have this new deck, which I redid, the new pool and the new spa. So it had a pool and a spa, and it was just a little bit outdated, okay? The property still did great for me. It still did phenomenally. But as time went on, I knew I had to increase the value and really make it stand out even more so that it became its own little moat as far as a property. Meaning, when you start searching this area for property, you know you have to go straight to this property because it just simply stands out and it's the best property, right? Because a lot of Airbnbs in this area, it's a warm area and they have pools and spas. So I just made mine much nicer, brand new. It was gonna help out for attracting clients, and it would just look better, right? Especially even if it came to reselling the home. Now, you don't need to start off with properties like this, but if you can get your hands on a property where you've got all these amenities and then you can add value to it, you're gonna really be able to stand out. Now, one of the key things that I did, so let me just show you around. It's on a half acre. There's a fire pit here, like I showed you, the pool and the spa, the chairs, all gotta get kind of cleaned up after guests made a little bit of a mess on the deck. That's fine, it's part of the business. I've got a lot of lawn space here. And one of the things that I did, and I talk about in my other videos, is I added a pickleball court, which is a private pickleball court. And it's one of the only properties in this entire city, because of the regulations, that even whether it just has the space or there are very specific guidelines around how far the pickleball court needs to be away from the property lines, there had to be a certain amount of distance. So anyway, long story short, I was able to build this court, a full regulation size pickleball court, and that immediately made people want to book my property. Well, whether it was on the inquiries, which I'll actually show you somewhere here, I'll put some photos. When people reached out and asked about the home, they were loving and saying they booked just because of the pickleball court. And then another feature that I had is this volleyball court right behind it, okay? So we've got volleyball, we've got the mural in the back, and we've got pickleball. And as I mentioned, the pool. So I want to show you this because I want to show you, rather than tell you, that everything that I speak about, I am doing it. I'm doing it live, and it's through experience. This is one of the properties that has generated me and gotten me to having done over 7 figures on the platforms. So when I work with someone and I work with my students, I always want them to know that I'm in the game myself, right? Too many people are online talking about things that they're not doing or haven't done themselves. So I want to show you one of my actual properties, and that all of my basically conversation around, you know, you need amenities and this is what amenities will do for you. Adding this pickleball court immediately gave me a boost in not just revenue, but just the volume of bookings because I just stood out, simply put, okay? Now, if you can also get things like these mountains in the back, like views like this are also really gonna help you stand out so people can be in that hot tub and at the same time have the views of the mountains in the back, all right? So what's another way other than amenities? These are the type of amenities that crush it. There's also a game room inside in the home, right? Which you can see, it's actually, let me just show you. Let's go inside. Oh, I have to go into the other side. But long story short, there's a game room in the back, which is this is a garage, and it was converted into a game room. And I've got, roulette, little mini casino games, poker table, ping pong, pool. These are the type of amenities that absolutely crush it. And when you get properties that are more on the premium side, you get more premium clients and less headache clients. So properties that I've had in the past, I wasn't able to charge as much per night as I do for this property. And then the guests were just more problematic. So again, you don't need to start with a premium property, but when you do, you can have hand-selected properties and fewer of them that perform better than having tons of properties. Because, a lot of the time I hear people talking about having a volume, I have 20 units, 30 units, but are they really making money? Are you really able to charge something profitable over time? What kind of headaches are coming up with those guests? Or do you get to just kind of set it and forget it and just collect almost passive income because your guests are pretty good quality people, right? And they're not gonna start nitpicking every single thing that ever comes up, which inevitably things come up. So that's one, amenities, the type of property. And again, you can build up to that using cash flow from your rental arbitrage or co-listing. I help so many of my students start on rental arbitrage as well if they don't have enough capital to go straight up into purchasing a home, which is completely fine and a great strategy to build a massive portfolio as well, okay? It's a very good cash flowing business, and then you can shift all that money into actually purchasing so that you can get tax benefits. And that brings me also to owning with the benefit of appreciation, right? So one of the things I did here, the property I purchased it was a 3-bedroom. And I also realized that, I need to bump it up because I had an office room that was really my supply closet for my cleaners. And I figured, hey, let me convert that into a 4th bedroom. All right, so again, I'll put some photos here. I just got it done. So now that's a permitted 4-bedroom. And the beauty of that is not only am I immediately getting reservations that I can house more people in, because the more bedrooms, the higher the occupancy, the more people you can have sleeping overnight. I added a king bed in there, made it look nice. And not only is it gonna generate me, I can demand more per night, generate more bookings that way. And I'm open to a larger selection of people searching, because people that are searching with a larger group, now I show up in those search results. Not only that, but also when it comes to the value of the home, I just went from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, and that is forced appreciation. So not just from the rental side, but also from the value of the property side, okay? And that is exactly what you can do when you are purchasing a short-term rental, is forced appreciation. When I have a student that's purchasing property, and after I help them negotiate and get the right deal, whether they're going through the banks or doing creative finance, once they get a property, we also look at how can we force appreciation and how can we increase the value of the property outside of the cash flow. And that way you can, once you do choose to sell, you can take those profits, force the appreciation, and then roll that into a bigger and better deal, okay? So just quickly wanted to shoot that with you here. And I'll show you some photos, I think earlier, I'll have them pasted there. But for those of you that want to learn exactly how to do this, whether you're ready to purchase a property and even completely bypass the banks by different creative strategies to purchase and seller financing strategies, reach out to me. I can help you do exactly that. One of the latest properties I purchased was during the time when interest rates were at their highest, and I didn't even go through the bank, right? There's creative financing strategies where I was able to pretty much take over a interest rate in the 4s. I believe it was 4.5 or 4.7%. While everyone else, if you went through the bank, you would have gotten an 8% rate or even higher on the investment side, okay? Which really is the difference between Airbnb making sense or not? Your cash flow making sense or not? So if you know what you're doing, you can still crush it with short-term rentals, okay? So if you wanna learn exactly how to do this and start on Airbnb the right way, I wanna help you, okay? Now, I only work with people on a one-on-one basis. I don't do group coaching and all that where you're sitting in a room with webinar with 20, 30, 50 people. This is a one-on-one hand-holding process where I work with you directly and teach you every single step of the process and have it all mapped out for you, parts of it even done for you. And I get you from no experience, no background into getting into your first property, okay? Not too long ago, I just worked with one of my students. He's only 22 years old, and we got him his first booking in about 4.5 weeks. And he was booked with his first booking within 10 minutes of going live, okay? Many, many, many different examples. So if that sounds like you, click the link below, apply to see if you qualify, and I'd love to help you out.